like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta. How you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up
from the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good for a 10.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year. 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run run for the first time with James Conner. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body and a physical, strong stature. He's got a chance to be a star in this league.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 2nd down now, it's Conner. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
He's tackled.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Steelers.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on second and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again is Tannehill. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Kelly. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Titans 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And now it's 2nd down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the sled. Mike 54. Mike 54. There goes Tiger. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Tannehill throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 40-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
54.
Again, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's the Steelers' new signee for 2020, Dustin Colquitt, on to punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble. But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right there, 54.
Here's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. Joe Hayden on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Check. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Here comes Johnson on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
Chase Claypool.
A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
James Conner.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. From the gun, again to counter. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
James Conner. Jadeveon Clowney brought him down.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
10-10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Looking, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Second and 15. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third and long, it's Tannehill going for the deep ball. This is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On first down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down, Steelers.
Like 20. Like 54. Hey, alert.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jack Crawford able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
54's Mike. Check.
Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jack Crawford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34-yard line. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll run on first down. Henry, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go, D.
Tannehill on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill throwing again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden, it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is third and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
55, right.
They snap it to Tannehill. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Play.
And the blitz does come. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout.
Gain of 13 yards.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up a
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
23 yards on the play.
3 more yards. That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, man. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 198. Yeah. You don't want to know. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Go.
Tannehill now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Khalif Raymond. Incomplete. Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.